Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I'm not quite sure for how long. It'll make sense when we get into this because for the longest time, ever since the beginning, really, there's been comments of eventually, you're not going to have YouTube. Mm-hmm. Eventually, you're going to go get a real job. As I mentioned, a real job would be a whole lot easier than YouTube. However, it's not just us. It's not just YouTube. It's not just influencers and content creators and podcasters. It's everybody. It's everybody. And I actually have a video saved. I need to pull it up. And it's how AI, let me pull this one up.
Okay.
And I think it was that one. Oh, where'd it go? Maybe I don't have it. It was like how AI ruining job interviews. I could have sworn I just watched it. Oh. Replacing humans with AI is going horribly wrong. That one. Okay. So you got replacing humans with AI is going horribly wrong. And I even downloaded a clip. It's actually kind of funny because it was one of the clips I had for the car channel today, which I'm not going to get to that video today. I've been on a main channel kick.
Okay. I thought you were going to say because I've kept you hostage while I tried to groom the golden
doodle. Oh, no. I think I'm going to try to jump on the car one in the morning.
Great. Now I want to watch that.
But we can pull it up. Okay. But, it's a clip that I had, and it was a comparison of a Dodge assembly line factory compared to Tesla. Okay. So you can see here, you have Dodge. Okay. And they're using hammers.
Okay. Which explains why some of those cars look like they've been beat to hell.
And that's why you see the Transformers clip, because he says, man, get them hammers. And then you see Tesla, and it's fully automated.
Yeah, it is.
It's fully automated. Okay. Game changer. Now, Tesla build quality compared to Dodge build quality. Stellantis, there's that. But at the end of the day, AI is taking over. And it's happening on YouTube. A lot of you have already mentioned it in the comments. And it's happening in Hollywood. Actually, let me back that up. It's happening in OnlyFans. It's happening in Hollywood. And then it's about to happen on the news. It's happening in politics. Actually, I'll start here, but you look like you're about to say something.
I can see them going AI for the news because you know what AI won't do? Go off script during a live stream and say something they shouldn't say, or have a seizure in the middle of something, or vomit in the middle of something.
Well, I think those latter extremes, they would actually welcome virality.
Yeah.
The former, these people are so locked in and groomed and indoctrinated, they're not going off.
Oh, you haven't heard about the guy.
And with the risk of losing multi-million-dollar contracts, they ain't going off.
Well, this is a local guy somewhere, not here, but it was during some really big bad storm, and he stopped talking for 2 seconds to call his wife to make sure that his wife and child were safe because they were in the path of the storm. And the network berated him for it. And he's like, my family is before y'all any day of the week.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking things like that when you say AI taking
I'm thinking network. I'm not thinking local.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But I will point this one out. This one is Timmy.
No.
And Timmy says, President Trump's recently posted AI videos are dangerous and scaring our European allies.
The Trump administration will start firing workers instead of furloughing them, and do you think they might target workers in blue states?
I do. I think it goes back to this question, Tom, that it appears like they're trying to do that. The disruption is there. The willingness of the Speaker of the House to blatantly, I have seen Fox News even correct this issue, that trying to tell the public we're in a massive misinformation campaign. The President himself tweeting out AI videos of fake news reports on healthcare. This is really dangerous, and it's really hard. And I cannot express to you the concern and the absolute bafflement and fear of our European allies asking me, is this stuff really going on? So yeah, I have a feel that they do that. And
is bafflement a word? Sounds like he made up something like Krampus.
I just talked about this. Who knows what comes out or into Timmy's mouth.
Mouth. I knew you were going to say that.
But I did make a video just before this one to jerry rig everything. And in it, I discussed the comparison of healthcare costs that Newsom posted. Now, that wasn't AI. It wasn't AI, but it was misinformation.
Yeah.
And so, Tim Walz here is talking about, this misinformation posted by these AI videos by Trump. But at the same time, I saw a video yesterday, day before, from Bernie Sanders talking about healthcare, and it was him. But at the same time, the liberal legacy mainstream media says, oh, you can't listen to Trump. You can't listen to RFK because of what they're saying, factually based on science and Tylenol themselves. But Bernie Sanders and these Democrats can say whatever they want. And Bernie was sitting up there talking about vaccines, like literally, like as if he was creating them and had all the scientific proof and evidence. It's like, the line has to be drawn. Now, granted, you and I, we've drawn our line, but for everyone else, I think that is the problem.
Yeah.
I think everyone else's line is the problem if they even have one. And if they don't have one, or if they don't know how to draw their line, the future is going to be quite interesting. Now, Rhett Shull, as we mentioned the other day, you said, you watch anything. You'll click on anything. And I said, I click on everything.
There is a distinction between anything and everything.
Rhett Shull, never heard of this guy before. YouTube is using AI to alter content and not telling us. Now, I'm not going to go through his entire video, but he, let me put this on mute. So he is talking about how he noticed his own content, his own shorts are being made to look like AI. He goes, no, I made this, and he plays it back. He's like, that doesn't look like what I made. Okay. And herein lies the problem. Right. So YouTube just paid Trump like $25 million, right?
Trump personally.
Or the Trump campaign or the library, or there was a lawsuit, they lost, and the judgment goes to Trump. YouTube is a left-leaning liberal platform.
Very much
Google,
so.
Let's think about it, okay? Censorship is YouTube's middle name.
Yeah.
And so you got to understand, like, the long-term objective here outside of products and revenue and profit is manipulation and control. And so if YouTube can manipulate and control content, why would YouTube not manipulate and control content to eventually make it all look like AI? Then you won't be able to differentiate. You won't be able to tell the difference. Now we have the AI problem. But in the future, if everything looks like AI, even us, even our videos, you'll never be able to tell
what's real and what's not.
You won't.
So you'll never know if it's information or disinformation.
Now, granted, the source. So I would feel confident of the source being our channel or Fox News or, Mike Johnson or Benny Johnson or, certain people who post things who are sitting like, Tulsi Gabbard was hot during the campaign posting. And it's just like certain people, if they posted it, they did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my concern, my issue, my worry is in the future when everything looks like AI. Because it won't take long for society to just like accept it. Just accept it. Or it be pushed on. Now, granted, our side is going to continuously push back like we always have. But society in general, the ones who cause the most problems, they're going to accept it. The schools are going to accept it, and it's going to be harmful for a lot of reasons.
The name is Tilly Norwood. She appears to be a fresh-faced young woman who posts about pursuing an acting career. Watch this.
Let's get to know each other, and thanks for watching.
The reason this is getting attention is this actress is completely AI generated by a company called Particle 6.
Tilly Norwood, 100% AI generated.
By some company called Particle 6.
She'll do anything I say. I'm already in love. Girl next door vibes.
Like if a Sunday roast went to drama school and got BAFTA optimized.
But can she cry on Graham Norton?
Of course she can, and it'll be clipped, subtitled, and monetized on TikTok by lunchtime.
What's crazy is that it's all AI. That entire thing was AI.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
And Tilly Norwood has human actors quite a bit upset and definitely speaking out this morning. Major stars speaking up, saying that the AI, was trained using their work without their permission and without compensation. That is where Claire Duffy comes in to tell us about all of this and why this one seems different than other things.
Yeah, I mean, it's really striking from that clip that you just played there that the first mainstream version of this we've seen, they're advertising it by saying this is a young woman who will do whatever we say. Whatever we want. This speaks to the concerns that human actors, as well as other creatives, writers, directors have been having, that their work has been used to train these AI systems and that then those AI systems could go on to replace them. So this really has sparked backlash, in particular after there were reports that Hollywood talent agents have been looking to sign Tilly Norwood to shop out for acting gigs. We've seen a number of mainstream actors turning to this Instagram page to express their frustration. I just want to read some of these comments.
Hollywood sucks.
Yeah.
Movies are trash.
Yeah.
And they're expensive. Mm-hmm. So in an attempt to keep the industry going, how do you do it? Well, you have to cut back somewhere.
Just like a regular job.
Just like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Just like Taco Bell. Just like everywhere else that's using AI to take orders and fulfill orders and customer service and you name it.
You want to get paid $20 an hour to flip a burger? Cool. We'll get rid of you and we'll bring in a robot that can do it. We'll pay a little bit more up front, but then we're done. No sick days, no vacation days, no talking back, no dirty.
You want to get paid $30 million to be in a movie that we then have to pay another $30 million to promote to hope that people actually come watch? They can make these movies on their own. Actually, AI can start to create the movies for them at a fraction of the cost. Mm-hmm. One take and no travel expense on location or any of that. Mm-mm. And see how much it makes.
No fighting on set, no hangovers, no knocking up your co-star, no none of this stuff.
No accidental discharges of firearms on set, killing people.
Cameron Cooperthwaite says this is incredibly thoughtless and frankly disturbing. I hope this backfires in every way humanly and, well, non-humanly possible. Mara Wilson says, you didn't make this. Hundreds of real workers, real photographers, camera operators, heck, even farmers made this. You took their work and pretended it was yours. And Sophie Turner says simply, wow, no thanks. We also are now seeing a statement from the Actors Union, SAG-AFTRA, which says SAG-AFTRA believes creativity is and should remain human-centered. The union is opposed to the replacement of human performers by synthetics. And they also say that they don't think that people want to see this AI-generated media.
The replacement theory.
So did they have a problem in I Am Legend when the little screaming zombie thingies were AI generated?
Did they have a problem in Snow White when they replaced all the dwarves?
All the little peoples? With
the 7 dwarves.
Yeah. They took them out and used AI.
Now, the creator of this AI actress, Aline van der Velden, she's the founder of this company, Particle 6, she says this wasn't meant to replace human actors. She says, to those who have expressed anger over the creation of our AI character, Tilly Norwood, she is not a replacement for a human being, but a creative work, a piece of art, just as animation, puppetry, or CGI opened fresh possibilities without taking away from live acting. AI offers another way to imagine and build stories, but I have to imagine that's cold comfort to the actors who feel like this wouldn't exist.
Starbucks has a whole entire AI commercial that came out a month or so ago probably, but it's all AI. And my first thought was, if you're going to go AI, why didn't you go more like, what?
What more?
I was going to say more attractive, more whatever, because
Okay.
that's what I keep seeing in AI is like the attractiveness and like the
that's
perfect
what I was
woman.
literally about to say. And a lot of these marketing campaigns are trying to go after the everyday average person and not go over the top with this, unobtainable, unrealistic level of beauty. However, whether that works or not, and I said this before, eventually it's going to get to the point where they can create the same ad for multiple different types of people. And so Starbucks can run that same ad 500 different ways, depending on your viewer algorithm, avatar preferences that they are then fed that will change it on the fly, which is what I was getting at. When they make a movie and by the time the movie's done, the societal cultural opinion has shifted, they can just push a button and tweak the movie and not have the whole Snow White situation again.
You know what's crazy? So it used to be that women were real, right? Real women. And then Photoshop became a thing, especially once Instagram became big, and then everybody's Photoshopping everything, and then everybody's taking filter pictures. You would never recognize a person in real life because all they do is post filtered pictures. You would not recognize them. And so it made these women then go out and go, well, let me do things to my face and my body to look like these Photoshop things. So then Botox comes in, the lip injections, the permanent eyebrows, the forever eyelashes, the butt implants, the hip implants, the boob implants, the tummy tucks, the this, the that. Now you have AI that's one-upping all these things. It's like, when
you want to talk about
stop?
the one-up? You want to talk about the one-up?
Okay.
All the implants you just mentioned?
Yeah.
There's not a single surgeon out there who has been able to implant a personality. You laugh.
It's true.
AI can do that.
That's true.
AI can do that.
That's true.
AI can have a personality, and better yet, it can have a personality that caters to whoever the guy says, man, I'm in love already.
No. Did you see the article? I don't know what you've got going on here, but you might already have it. I may be jumping ahead because I have a tendency to do that. But did you see the article about the guy who spent like 10 grand in 2 months on like 20 AI girlfriends? And the thing came out, it's like, it's not porn that you have to worry about. It's not, them watching the real people. Now it's them spending money on these fake girlfriends.
I don't have
and everything
that one,
else.
but we're going to kind of get into that.
Okay.
Without their work, and we're only going to see more and more of this. As this
and where that line
improves.
where that line is defined, and when it is passed, if it is, of like live actors and very much created not live actors in replacing them. It's good to see you. Thank you so much.
All right, so that's actually kind of funny. I got to go back because I got to pull it up. And I saw it today, and I think it was on X. And it was basically how the webcam on a MacBook could track you. And so it created 3D images in real time without the need for 3D glasses. Because however you moved, it changed the screen to look like it was three-dimensional. Okay? Now, these two women will be replaced by AI at some point. This
why? They both messed up in speaking.
This news broadcast will eventually have two. When CNN, MSN, when all these networks are bleeding and they can't afford to pay these people these crazy salaries, they are going to replace them with AI. Okay, you know what AI is going to do? As we are now in an era where it can create 3D images by tracking your eyes, I can put on my AirPods and it's got some like spatial audio, and depending on how I turn is how I hear it. Well, they're going to do that with these news anchors or personalities or whoever it is. You know what they're going to do? You know what YouTube tries to do to determine who sees a video? They tried to determine satisfaction, or at least that's what they said about 2 years ago. It was about satisfaction. It used to be about subscribers. It used to be about engagement. It used to be about all these other metrics. Then they went to satisfaction. There's only one way YouTube could really determine satisfaction, and that was if YouTube was listening. Now, granted, they can read comments and things like that, but I think YouTube's watching. I think YouTube's listening on every device and tying it all in together to determine satisfaction. And that satisfaction may actually be the fact that you hate who you're watching. You hate what you're seeing, but
like a train wreck, you can't turn away.
Yes.
Yes.
You want more.
Yep.
Well, here's the future. These two women are replaced by AI. And AI, thanks to XAI models like Elon's with this crazy token level that I don't even remember how to repeat to you. I have to pull it up and show you. We'll be able to create news like this on the fly, depending on who's watching it and their level of satisfaction.
Fake news?
Real news, just how they choose to deliver.
Okay, that makes sense.
So CNN could actually be a network online that can satisfy everyone because no one's watching the same news broadcast.
You know what's even better? I was thinking about it earlier. If those women were not real women and they were just AI, how stupid would you feel if you wanted to type some mean-ass comment to an AI person? So in theory, it could stop a little bit of the internet trolling because how extra special do you look trying to piss off?
It's funny because half the internet traffic is AI bots anyway.
That's also true, yeah.
But think about it. You do a walking tour and you have a headset on because there's a large group and you want to hear, but then some people are hearing it in different languages.
Yeah.
This is going to happen in real time. And this 3-minute, 21-second CNN clip about this, we'll have 2 AI people talking about real news. But as we're watching it and we're like this, it'll instantaneously shift and pitch it to, oh, they don't like AI. Pitch it that way. Oh, they do like AI. Pitch it that way. That is going to happen. That is going to happen.
Well, we've seen it before in news articles, especially during the election period. You see Washington Post or New York Post or whoever would have a title for an article that was aimed towards Republicans. And then the exact same article would have a completely different title that was clearly aimed towards Democrats. And depending on whether you wanted to like the person or hate the person would determine which article you were going to click on. It said the same things, but the way it was titled immediately gave you the feeling that it wanted you to have.
Well, yeah, you've already determined, you knew everything before you read it.
Yeah.
You already had emotion.
Yeah.
But this is going to be fluid and it's going to be instant and it's going to be wild and crazy. Okay. Because we'll come back to that one.
Okay.
This one right here. Terrible says the FBI needs to pay this guy a visit. He set his account to private, but someone knows who he is. Now, all right, y'all, let's hit pause for a second because this matters and it's really important. We talk a lot on this channel about taking control of your life, making smart choices, and not letting the system overwhelm you. But when it comes to navigating Medicare, it can feel like you're wading through a swamp of total confusion. Plans, coverage, costs, deadlines, you name it. And that's where Chapter steps in. They're not just another company. They're the real deal when it comes to free Medicare help. Chapter's team of advisors has helped thousands of people across the country find the right Medicare plan, and they do it with one goal in mind, putting you first. No fees, no pressure, just honest guidance to make sure you're covered without breaking the bank. Big insurance companies have their own agendas, but Chapter's got your back, fighting to get you the plan that works for you. So if you're approaching Medicare age or helping a loved one figure it out, don't go it alone. Call Chapter today at 270-467-2426 and start getting the clarity you deserve. Because at the end of the day, protecting your health and your wallet, well, that's not just smart. It's living life on your terms. Now, there's something else I need to add to this video that you guys need to hear.
So YouTube is technically already doing that because now I can pick different titles and thumbnail combos to say what I want them to say to reach the people I want them to reach. They call it A and B testing, but they give you 3 options on how to do it.
I don't know what he's saying, and I haven't really listened to this, but this all started from looking at her.
Because she's not real.
But maybe she is. Maybe she is, and the app filter is altering content and not telling us.
Okay, no, that's possible, but she could also be using a Snapchat filter or her phone's filter because so many people use these filters. That's what I'm saying, that they don't look like themselves. And then you post it up and you're like, who the fuck is that? And that could be the same thing.
So we're going to get into not looking like themselves because this one here says you've probably seen viral character swaps.
Yep.
Kara and Nate would be finished. You can literally be a travel vlogger in a hallway because of this.
Well, that's what before.
Hey, buddy, it's Justine coming to you live from beautiful Paris. As you can see, the Eiffel Tower is right behind me. Please comment below and let me know what you want to see in my travel vlog. Buddy, it's just.
That is the creepy part, because in the beginning when we started talking about this stuff, I was like, well, the good news is you can't like AI me, because I stutter a lot or make up words and I use a lot of hand movements and a lot of whatever else. But you literally can do anything with that. And then we've seen the ones where they take somebody who's speaking and they take them and they change the language, but the mouth goes with the language, or they change the words completely. And it's like, that's fucking terrifying though.
We're only at a level of AGI, which is artificial general intelligence. As we rapidly approach ASI, artificial superintelligence, it will learn you in 30 seconds.
iRobot.
You remember how back in the day you had voice recognition and you had to say and read certain things for prompts?
Yeah.
Now you can get in any new vehicle and just talk to it, and it'll understand you.
We watched this really bad movie last night called The Amateur with Rami Malek or whatever his name is. He was weird in that movie. And then Morpheus, what's his name? Lawrence Fishburne. So we watched this movie last night. And in the movie, no spoilers here, but they're trying to find somebody. So they pull up audio from a camera in a place where they are. They get like 3 seconds of this person's voice and they throw it out into the World Wide Web to figure out where that person has spoken before. And they were able to find them. And even that, to me, I'm like, how the hell did we come up with stuff like that?
That's real.
And that's real. Like,
well, how do we come up with it? Imagination. And Elon's got a great post talking about like ideas are simple but very challenging. Like, let's go to the moon. Sounds like a great idea. In practice, really challenging. But when somebody says, yo, we should be able to track people's voices, it sounds great. And then people start working on it.
Yeah.
People start working on it. And obviously the government is definitely going to want to have their hands on that tech. Oh, yeah,
right? 100%.
And so here, Dom Lucre says, breaking, there's now an AI that allows you to swap your face during FaceTime calls. And this is horrible for millions of reasons.
Oh, yes. Millions of reasons. You're about to get catfished like a mofo. Right. You think you're talking to some 21-year-old baddie and it's really some 68-year-old dude in his underwear with SpaghettiOs on his chest. Like, it's going to be so bad.
Well, what's worse is the grift and how much money is in this from a creator's perspective, okay?
Oh, yes.
Now,
they're going to send her some money.
Well, they are, right? But these people are going to just make money from the platform, okay? They're going to make money from the platform, from advertisers, from sponsors, from all monetization levels. Here's the problem. I don't know if this woman is real.
We have another one calling for an attack on President Donald Trump.
Hey, America, you're a fucking joke. Hey, Donald Trump, hope you got your cyanide ready. Gotta tell you fucking what. You want to act like fucking Hitler? We, the American fucking people, are going to treat you as such. Think I'm fucking around? Here. Donald Trump, ready? All the police in the fucking world abide by Donald Trump, which means a little bit of fucking thinking for 2 fucking seconds here. That means if the police all around the world are acceptant of Donald Trump and what he's doing, there's a reason why your kids ain't getting saved during school shootings, because of Donald fucking Trump. Oh, police don't want to risk their lives for a school shooter, but they'll murder your family in cold blood. They'll rape them. They'll kidnap them. Shit, they'll plant drugs on you just fucking because they need to make their quota. Step the fuck up. I'll tell you what, and I'll say it. Donald Trump wants to act like a fucking Nazi. He can catch a long-range lobotomy.
This guy needs to be found. This guy needs to be...
2 things. You're saying, how do we know if she's real or not? Because she does look fake as all get out. It could be all the Botox. It could be everything.
Now you understand where I'm going.
But how do we know he was real and that wasn't made in order for her to make this video to get those views to make that money?
You don't know anything.
You don't know anything.
You will never know. And as we approach this next election cycle, these types of videos are going to come from who you may think are on your side because they realize it's going to pay them well.
There's a lot of people out there right now like
they can make her look like super AI so he doesn't look like so much AI. And there's that line that I'm saying you got to draw, and some people don't even know how to draw it. And I think that this is going to be the biggest problem we have moving forward from our perspective of just delivering news and information and the truth. and what the general society is going to accept for face value and just run with and share and force to go viral. This is bad. This is really, really bad.
I see live streams only in my future. Like, I feel like that's going to be the differentiator.
It's a FaceTime. They said they could do it on FaceTime. It don't matter. We are about to be up against.
Oh shit! Yeah, no.
It's not.
Sorry.
People said, don't worry about it.
Okay.
People said, oh, get a real job. YouTube, this, that. No. We are about to be up against this.
Yeah.
We'll still have our channels and this, that, and the other. But
there's going to be a lot of that out there trying to take all of it.
Not even take all of it. Mislead the masses.
Well, that's
I mean, because if you have a conservative mind and you know what triggers conservatives, well, what would it take for you to create that with AI for the purpose of triggering conservatives for your own financial gain?
There's a lot of lack of morals and ethics there, but there's plenty of people out there like
that.
If
dudes are coming out like this,
yeah, that's disturbing.
If women or whomever are pretending to travel, there is no limit to what could be. And then you throw big Democrat money on top of it.
Oh yeah.
You throw big progressive, liberal, Soros money on top of it. You thought $2 billion for 107 days was a big deal. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Fun times.